So I would like to apologize in advance if this audio sounds a bit echoey or if you can hear any background noise. I just moved into my new office, so I'm going to try and keep my voice a little bit quieter just so that it doesn't echo that much in this room, but none of the acoustics are up yet because all of the acoustics haven't actually arrived, but I need to get this video out. So I apologize in advance for the weird audio. So the reason I have these is a bit of a funny story. So I got Soundblaster because I really wanted one and it sold out really fast initially. But Hasbro Pulse had a secret restock, and so I jumped on it. However, the shipping would have been not great for just one figure. So I threw this Megatron in there to save on the shipping cost, and because I also kind of wanted one, and I ended up liking Megatron more than Soundblaster. So we will start with Soundblaster. He's just a black repaint of Soundwave, and yeah, I really like it. That's really it though. Like, it's black and red with some gold. The new parts are the chest, which is bigger to be able to hold up to 2 tapes, and I have none. And the eyes are red instead of yellow. Oh, and speaking of tapes, I had this other intro plan that I decided not to go with, but it would be criminal for me not to show you because it's very funny. So here, have fun, unless it gets copyrighted, in which case it'll be removed and linked below.
Can I put my balls in your jaws? Your jaws. Balls in your jaws. Can I?
I do really like the way this turned out. The new colors look so nice and the mercenary symbol is really cool. I would show him next to Double Dealer, the other mercenary that I have, but I couldn't be asked to transform this thing because I don't like it. But it looks really good next to a lot of other figures. There really isn't much else to say about Soundblaster. He looks neat, but at the same time, it's just Soundwave, but black and red. Megatron, on the other hand, I love this figure. Yes, I know it's the Earthrise mold, which brings some of the old odd design choices, but I think right here, it looks really, really nice. Plus, we're used to the Siege look when the Earthrise one came out, so the proportions looked a bit weird. But for the G2 version, they just work really well. The colors on this guy pop really nicely. The feel of it feels sturdier than my Siege copy. The head sculpt fits this version of Megatron quite well, and the backpack to me looks nicer. Also, the neck tabs in so it doesn't flop around, which is really cool. The fusion cannon on mine is really loose. Nothing some floor polish can't fix, but it's a bit weird. The other cannon, yeah, this thing's kind of dumb, I won't lie. It could have been done a bit better, but it's not the worst thing in the world. The panel is the part where I'm like, okay, this could have been like a piece that folded away instead of parts formed. But then again, this is meant to be a simple rehash of the mold, so it's not meant to be extensively engineered. Like, there aren't supposed to be any extensive engineering changes, so I'm cool with it. I understand why the panel's there, so I try not to make a big fuss about it. Both of these guys are really cool. I am happy I got them, and they look really nice next to pretty much anything. Posing for both is pretty much the same as the originals, so I'm not going to go into too much detail on it. They have all the joints you'd want, and they look great in almost any pose. There's literally no difference from the originals. They're the exact same toy. Transformations are also identical to the originals, so I also won't be going into a lot of detail, seeing as you probably know how these transform because you've seen it a million times. Soundblaster's thing is a thing. I don't know what this is. I see it as like, honestly, I don't know what I see this as. He goes in lamppost mode for me on the shelf, which still looks cool. But yeah, I don't understand this like aircraft carrier brick. I don't know. Lamppost mode's better. Megatron's tank though, oh, I much prefer this to the Siege one. It's more filled in and beefier looking, and it's just, the details on it really look nice. The colors still do a bang up job here, and the stature is super impressive. It doesn't wobble if you're off by a millimeter during transformation, unlike the Siege one. It also holds together a lot better because there are new tabs to lock into different places to make the tank mode feel more solid. The weapon integration is also a bit nicer on the tank, and it makes it look more streamlined and more pleasing to my eye, at least. I like both of these. They hit the spot for pleasing Voyagers, and I dig them. I'll link them below if you want to get them, not sponsored, but I think these are great pickups for any fan, honestly. They feel great, they pose great, they look great, and are all around just awesome figures. And it's really nice to have an official G2 Megatron again. You can't listen to the voice of Doom. You can't, it's not huge, but it's still really, really nice, and I really like it. And if you don't like the missing shoulder thing, there are upgrade parts for it out there, so go nuts. But anyways, that's been my look at these two idiots. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I will see you next time. Goodbye. Also, next time's Gravity Builder. I'll try to get that video out on Saturday if I can, because it's a big one. Stay tuned. Thank you. Goodbye.